How bad is letting him take on e5? Knight e4 takes on e5, knight d6, attacking the rook. After the rook moves to c7, for example, there's... Alrighty, everyone, we are back here with another 10+0 rapid game. I think I'm going to play knight f3. Recently just fell below 2200, but that's okay. Yeah, and okay, against g6, I like to go the double fianchetto. We got the two bishops doing crisscross applesauce here in the center. Delaying c4 and d4. Okay, d5 now. I could play bishop g2 and allow him to play c5, or I could play c4 immediately. I think I'm going to play c4. I think both should be fine. Okay, so he committed his pawn to c6, which is good. That means he's never going to play c5. Not never, but not anytime soon. I could play d4. I think I'm just going to castle, though. So my opponent's playing pretty quickly. I'm playing pretty quickly. And looks like black is just having a very solid setup here. e6. e6 is a weird move because his bishop is stuck on c8. I really want to play d4. It feels very natural. And I don't see why not. Like, just look at all of his pawns here on light squares. It feels wrong. I feel like d4 has got to be good. At the very least, I know it can't be bad. Maybe he's going to play knight e4 and f5, which that would be kind of interesting. Knight e5 looks a little bit tempting. Knight e5, then knight takes, pawn takes, knight g4. This pawn is hanging. So I almost want to play h3. And I've had similar positions to this in other games. So part of me, I think queen d2 also might not be bad. Knight c3 also can't be that bad though too. So I should just play simple chess. Just play simple chess. Okay, now it really is just like a Slav. He's playing it like a Slav. Queen c2 is really tempting to go for e4. I really like this idea. And yeah, I feel like whenever I do a move like that, it's not that bad. Queen c2, queen d2 is also another idea. So queen d2, bishop e7, knight e5, knight takes pawn takes knight g4. I can play f4 because the queen on d2 is covering the e3 square. So queen d2 also looks good. I like queen c2 and I like queen d2. Queen d2, queen c2, bishop e7, e4. Takes. I have pressure on the c6 pawn. Actually, both moves look good. I actually have no idea which one to play out of the two of them. It's a really great question. I have no idea. I think I'm going to go queen d2. 1 minute was probably too long. Oh, bishop a6. Interesting. Yeah, that's a very interesting move. So this pawn is hanging. That's his argument. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair argument. I think knight e5 solves this problem. Because then the pawn on c6 will be hanging. Although in this case, the queens see each other. Oh, now in this case, I got connect 4, so I'm winning, which is nice. I think the c6 pawn is hanging, so that's pretty good. If he does take, I mean. So we could see the c file really opening up here. I do have this pressure on the d file though, so takes rook d1 is definitely an idea. And the knight actually doesn't have any squares to go to, so he does that instead. Okay. Rook d1, queen e7 is probably going to be the move. Tough to see why not. Rook d1, queen e7, rook c1, rook d8. Oh my gosh, wait. I have this really cool move. After rook d1, rook e8, I have this move knight e4. And it takes, I infiltrate. I'm going to play it. Yeah, this looks super fun. Knight e4 is coming. Life is good. This dark square bishop is still shut out of the game with this pawn chain. f6 could be a possibility, but I still might go knight e4. Not sure. f6, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Feels weird to weaken this diagonal with the move f6, but it might actually be totally fine for him. Yeah, knight e4 after f6. Okay, it actually happened. Knight e4. If takes. If I take, he'll probably take with the bishop. If he takes with the knight, that looks good for him. Knight a4 is also an idea. How bad is letting him take on e5? Knight e4 takes on e5, knight d6, attacking the rook. After the rook moves to c7, for example, there's pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes. I don't really have anything to show for it. Like I'm just down like a pawn or two. Knight a4 seems reasonable. I don't know. It's tough. I don't really have the time to think about it because I have failed to use my time well. e4 looks really tempting. A really tempting type of move. I really want to play it actually. Let's play it. Why not? I don't have much time. If pawn takes, he takes the e4 pawn, I kind of just want to go queen here. Why not? Queen here. Yeah, this looks pretty decent. I can still go e5 at some point. Let's just take. I don't think this position is bad for me. He might play e5 actually. e5 would be a very interesting move. Probably a good move. Because I really don't want to double my pawns, but he does kind of put himself in some discoveries maybe. So like e5 takes, then knight e4. But then, and attacking the queen, attacking the bishop. He can probably just drop back. Or drop to here, for example. But then knight e7, check would be a fork. So e5 doesn't work tactically. At least I don't think it works tactically. Which is good news for me. I think he's considering e5, but I don't think that's a good move. Because he could play e5 takes and knight d7 and temporarily sacrifice the pawn. But then I can maybe even just push the pawn to e6. And if the knight moves, I don't know, push the second pawn to e5. That would be pretty silly. But might actually be pretty good. So I don't expect him to play e5. This c4 pawn is pretty loose, so he might want to try to figure out a way to attack it more. But I don't see an easy way for him to attack it. Meanwhile, I have a very easy improving move. So I can play e5, kick the knight away to d7 or to e8, and then play knight e4 and knight d6. E5 also opens the door for my bishop. Also supports the d6 square for my rook to enter in if I want to. Yeah, I'm not worried about this. I still kind of want to play e5. I don't see any reason not to be honest. So let's just play it. Why not? And I can also go bishop h3 to really target this pawn. And it's not super easy to defend. I don't know. I'm not sure if I should pre-move this. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Knight d5 is actually an option for him because this pawn is pinned to my queen. So I actually feel like he might play it. Okay, he didn't play it, which is probably good for me. Bishop h3, queen e7, or king f7 is probably the most likely move. Not too psyched about that, to be honest. Queen f3 also targets the pawn and doesn't look that bad. He has great control of the d6 square, so it's hard to make progress here. I could play this move bishop here. c5 could be a move for him to lock out my bishop, which looks like a good move overall. I'm not too excited about this position. Here, what does he play? What does he play? I think I just need a move and make, like, this is just a good improving move. I don't see any reason not to play it. So I should probably just play it. We're both getting low on time, so I'm not excited. Luckily, he's also using a lot of time here, which is good. Like, he spent 2 minutes on one of his earlier moves, so I spent almost a minute on knight e4, which is very, very bad. I don't know what he's going to do. I think he's going to try to trade off all the heavy pieces. I don't think that's a great plan for him, though. So, okay. Knight d6 takes. I think I might go bishop here, to be honest. Bishop h3, king e7. Wait, this actually looks kind of good. Bishop h3, king e... Okay, I just need to move. I just need to move. I cannot think about this. It looks really appealing, though, to be honest. Because I can also go queen g4 to add more pressure on it. So I could trade off rooks. So yeah, if king f7, rook takes, queen g4. There's no infiltration, no checks on me. I'm threatening the e6 pawn. If he defends the e6 pawn, then maybe I can even go knight d6 check. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Oh my gosh, wait, that was dumb. That was dumb. Why did I do that move? Yeah, this obviously defends it. Let's just go here. I'm going to hope he trades. And then I'm going to trade off. He has to move his queen. And I'm going to trade off. I'm going to take his bishop, and push my pawn. And I don't think he can actually stop my pawn. So I think I'm actually winning. Oh, wait. He goes queen d7. Queen d7. And takes with the king. But then I have this fork. So he cannot take him back on g7 with his king. I think I might be winning. Oh, this is just losing. This is simply just losing for him. Not going to be the easiest task, however. Just go bishop here, for example. I don't want to blunder any forks. I don't think it's possible in this position. Yo, what? I kind of have to just accept this trade. Just go here. Okay, I do have this kingside majority. He does have connected passers, though. I think I should still be fine objectively as long as I get my pawns rolling. In an ideal world, he fixes his pawns and isn't able to push them, which would be nice. He might play king c5 here, actually, but king c5's... Oh, I'm not upset about this move at all, actually. c5. I'm not too upset. What do I do? c6. Oh my gosh, what did I do? I want him to commit first. I want him to commit his king or to commit something, but he's just not committing. Just go here. This cannot be good by me. He might play b5. Maybe I should have just played a4 earlier. Oh my gosh, I have no time. Wow. Gosh, I'm so not good at this stuff. It's horrible. Now it's a draw at the most. I'm losing this pawn. Yeah, let's just go here. Don't really have that many options. b4, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Sit a little bit. Just want to push. I really want him to commit his pawns so I can get my king closer. The biggest problem is going to try not to flag. Alright, this is actually really good for me. I made him commit his pawns. Oh, that was a dumb move by me. Oh, okay, but he flags anyways. He could have pushed his pawn to b2 in this final position. He could have pushed it. Anyways, let's just review this game real quick. So I'm pretty happy here. I think d4 was a fine move. Knight c3 was a fine move. I'm happy with everything I played. Up to here, also I feel pretty comfortable. f6, it just feels like it shouldn't work. Okay, I have the engine on. Apparently, c takes, knight takes d5. So I needed to sacrifice a piece. Ah, yes, I get it back. I get it back. Yes, I have this file, and this knight on d7 is hanging. So tactically, f6 didn't work. And I was able to take advantage of this weakened diagonal as a result of f6, but I just didn't see it. Instead, this happens. I thought e4 was a good move. I didn't see anything wrong with it. And yeah, I guess I could have played e5 here. I didn't have to move my queen because he moves his queen. So I didn't have to do that. And yes, this pawn is pinned to the bishop, so I could have just played e5 immediately. There was no reason not to. And after knight d5, I could play knight e4, question mark. Or I could play bishop h3. Both are good, apparently. And yeah, so I thought the way I played it was good. But yeah, apparently I didn't need to. Yeah, e5. Look at this. I re-got my connect 4. It actually worked out pretty well for me. So I have a really, really pleasant position. And here is where I mess it up. I'm supposed to play rook c1. And say, hey, we traded off one pair of rooks. So it's harder to take advantage of an open file with only one rook. I'm defending my c4 pawn. Now I can move my queen and start tickling your position. And your knight on d8 sucks. And if you ever move your knight off of d8, now I get my knight to d6. So I'm supposed to be patient and play rook c1, but instead I'm impatient. I play bishop h3, and I lose the pawn. But this is actually just straight up winning because of tactics. So yeah, it's just straight up winning. So he messed it up. Where did he mess it up? He's not supposed to take. He's supposed to go queen d7. Yeah, not taking. He's defending this e6 pawn. He's defending his knight. And I have this beautiful knight on d6, but he has this nice c pawn. He's just up a pawn. Instead of that, though, he loses a bishop, goes into his endgame, And yeah, good choice by him, I suppose, to trade off queens. Yeah, I guess so, considering that I screwed it up. I knew it couldn't be winning. Yeah, f5 is not a bad move. It's actually a best move. Yeah. h4 means I can't win this game. I was supposed to be more patient, play f6. I just thought f6, he just goes... Wow. I'm kind of dumb. I'm not going to lie. I thought he could play king e6 after I push f6, but he obviously can't. He can't do that. And c5, f7, and after the king moves back, bishop e6. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness. Wow. d4 check. King e4. And he's stuck. His pawns have been committed. He can't start pushing either pawns, and I'm just going to win this game. Okay. But instead of that, I'm a bozo, and I play h4, and I'm still better. I'm still winning. What was the move? Apparently in this position, f6 once again, and it takes king d4, and I've stopped the pawns. The pawns have been stopped. So yeah, I'm pretty disappointed with how much I screwed the pooch on this one. But it is what it is. And I'll try to play better in the next one, I suppose. All right, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.